Welcome inside Bearcat Arena in Brookland, Arkansas for Day 2 of the Honda of Jonesboro Invitational. Game 1 of our 4-game set here today in Brookland, Arkansas. Myself, Ryan Short. Alongside me is Jackson McCarty, and we got a good matchup between two 4A teams. Game 1 here, Jackson, and we're squared up for tip-up. We've got the starting lineups underway, and we are all ready to go. Bearcats with an opening tip. They're going to move along quickly. Great conversion right there. That's number 20, Braden Smith, with the 2 early points. That's one thing that we've seen Coach Bobby Gross, who was out here earlier with his team, and they were talking about early and often. Shot goes up there and miss. Starting lineups for the Bearcats to start off this game. You've got number 5, Drew Thompson, 12. That's Douglas Finmore. Number 20, Braden Smith. 24, Dalen Ford. And number 33, Braxton Half. That's going to start off as they have got across the timeline, working the offense here. Throw it up to the high post. That's a 3 ball that's tipped and deflected by A.J. Davis, and the Billies are off and running. That's one thing we talked about before this game, Jackson, is the athleticism of these two teams and how we really think this is going to be a run-and-gun type matchup.
Athleticism and type, with those big men down that they have on their bench, it's going to be a very competitive game.
That's one thing we were speaking about earlier before this broadcast. Who are some of the key players you expect to see in this matchup today?
From somebody from Brookland, I'm looking at Griffin Hatton. He's one of a very few amount of seniors on this roster. He really tries to take leadership in his position.
Yeah, Braxton Half knocking down the 3 right there. So the Bearcats have an early 5-0 lead here in the first quarter. And for Monticello, who are you looking at to make some type of impact here?
Particularly, I'm looking at Kenneth Clay. He just got a number change, but I'm sure that he wants to make number 22 stick into Brookland's mind.
Absolutely. That's Napier that just scored the first basket for the Billies. Bearcats are running their offense to proceed. Same plays before. Open three-pointer at the top of the keys, no good. Bringing it up for the Billies. That's going to be number 11, Shannon Strickland. He's the 6'2 sophomore. Great block inside. That's number 34 for the Bearcats. That's Ballard. A lot of physicality here on the early going, that's for sure.
The Bearcats are trying to make use of this new arena by bringing a W in.
Absolutely. That's one thing that we've been here for a few hours here today, setting up and getting ready, and hospitality. This is definitely a first-class arena, and the Bearcats are off and running again.
I'd call it money well spent.
Slow it down, set up the offense. Here near side to us is Coach Bobby Gross. He's in his 7th season here in Brookland. He's got a 95-68 record overall, and I know that he's seen some success in the past, and he's hoping to get the Bearcats back on their winning ways. That's for sure, as a shot goes up, and it's no good. And that's a charge, going the opposite way. Committing the foul, that's going to be number 15, Trey Robinson. A little bit out of control. And they're going to have a timeout here by the Billies early. We're going to keep it right here during the break.
Early on, Brookland looks pretty smart, pretty dominant. They've been able to run the offense how they want to, and then obviously, as you saw, that charge play came in pretty handy.
So to get here, we had 4 set of games last night. The Monticello Billies dropped their first game to Marion, but it was a tough, hard-fought game, high-scoring game. It was 78-78 at the final of regulation, and then it went into overtime where the team from Marion outscored Monticello 5-10 to beat them 83-78. That's the first game they played this season, first loss, and you got to know that Coach Scherer was really disappointed because, especially in recent years, he's had a lot of success with his Monticello team.
And it's good to see a guy that's been with the same program for 30 years finally get that team running how he wants it to, and he's finally starting to see some real success under it.
Absolutely. We'll elaborate that on a little more, but we're back to action here as Brookland has the ball. Top of the key, 3-point on the near side. That's up and good. Number 12, Douglas Finmore, the 5'11 junior, Very clean shot there in rhythm, and the Bearcats take an 8-2 lead, and we're about halfway through the first quarter. We're going to see the first substitution of the game coming in. But the Billies are working their offense. Big man downstairs. Shots up and no good. That's number 35, Trent Napier. That's one guy that we had highlighted in the pregame that he was going to be a guy to watch in this matchup.
Something I mentioned earlier, his height, a huge advantage for Monticello.
Another three up there, no good, and the Billies are off and running again. We're talking about size. He's a big guy, but he runs the floor really well. 6'6", 225. You don't see that size very often in the smaller school districts, but these 4A teams have started to develop. As that's A.J. Davis, the 6'3" junior, with the first field goal that the Billies have had in the last 3 minutes.
And despite his height and frame, it doesn't let him keep him moving down the floor any slower.
Hey, let's go down.
3.5 to go here in the first quarter. Bearcats try to get the offense going, but the pass inside was deflected. Bringing it up the court is Pippen. He's going to take it to the near side. Back to the top of the key. Robinson swings it around. Driving once again, but that pass is picked off by Half. He's going to lead the break the other way. Kick out. 3 shotters, no good. Good contested offensive rebound, but that shot was no good by Braden Smith. And something we had talked about a little bit before the game is you've got, as another charge call goes against the Billies.
Brookland's really showing their defensive talent early on in this game.
Absolutely.
Only letting up 4 points so far.
Absolutely. Gross is going to make a substitution here. He's going to bring in a few new guys. Number 3, Strode, is now on the court, as well as number 45, Griffin Hatton. He's going to come in, and then for the Billies, they've also made a substitution. You see him at the top of the key now. Offensive rebound goes up, no foul call. Bearcats still fighting for it, and they're going to call a jump ball. That should be Billy's ball, but in there on the play was Griffin Hatton, who just got subbed in the game, and he came off the bench with a lot of intensity, that's for sure.
And that's something you need to see from your bench. You need to make sure that they keep that fire, despite the fact that they haven't been on yet.
Absolutely. A few more substitutions coming in now. As you mentioned earlier, Coach Scherer, he's spent over 30 years in Monticello, but in the last few years, he's had a lot of success getting his team to the state semifinals at least 3 occasions, and I know he's looking to get back there again, but his long tenure at Monticello hasn't come with a run-in with Brookland before. We know that back in 2013 when they made it to the state semifinals, that was Brookland that actually knocked them off in the finals, and I know that was a devastating loss for Coach Scherer, but he was able to rebound, and back in 2014 he led his team on a 25-1 record to get that state championship. A 5-second call is called under the basket. Holding on to it there was Shannon Strickland. Great swarm defense there by the Bearcats.
But touching back on what you were just talking about, these 2 coaches already have some history between them trying to build off of that tonight.
Absolutely. Bearcats trying to run their offense. It's deflected. Running quick up the other side of the court. Kicked out. Penetrate. Shot up. Going to be no good. That was number 5, Pippen. Foul call there. That's going to go against Shannon Strickland. That's his first. Something we've seen so far here is Bearcats aren't scared to go down the court, set up their offense, but in that situation, had the numbers going down there. Tyler Harrell felt comfortable going up as he takes the first free throw.
And you can tell that they're really establishing home court right now, just trying to make sure they know who the better team is early on.
With that free throw right there, it makes it 9-4 with a little less than 2 minutes to go in the first quarter here at Bearcat Arena in Brookland, Arkansas. 3-pointers up. That's no good. Great offensive rebound, and it goes right back up. That's number 21, He's not on my roster sheet. We've had a few jersey changes that we were able to mark before the game, but it looks like we've got a couple more we need to get sorted out as a deep three is taken, but it's going to just come up just short. That was Strode that shot the ball. Great hustle on the near side by Hatton, but it's going to go out of bounds and Billy's ball.
Like you mentioned earlier, Griffin with the intensity, and it hasn't slowed down since he came off the bench.
Bearcats extending the full court press, but Billy's are able to break that. Billy's are within a score now as they've closed the gap. It's now 9-6 here in the first quarter. Shots up, that's no good. And here come the Bearcats to the other end. Penetrating, ball goes out of bounds. They're going to say there was no contact there. There was a lot of movement here right in front of us at the scorer's desk, but they're going to say the ball just rolled out of bounds as the clock ticks under a minute to go here in the first quarter. Back out to the top of the key. Lambert passes it to the near side, back out to the center of the key. Lambert has it again. With no shot clock in high school basketball, they can hold to the last second shot, but that's not going to happen as Pippin tosses up the air ball, and the Bearcats will have the opportunity to get the last second shot. Coach Gross is going to make a substitution, bringing in 4 new players with these last 30 seconds left, basically return the starters back on the court.
He wants to make sure he has his best possible players out there to take that last shot.
Get it, Brax. Over here. To the left. Right there.
That's exactly what they're going to do. Half holding it right now at the top of the key. Some pressure comes. Hand check foul there on Lambert. That'll be his first personal foul. Right now the Bearcats already have 3 players that are in the scoring column. 4 that are in the scoring column. There are 9 points coming in a few different ways. Huge block inside. That's Trent Napier, the gentleman we were talking about at the garden. He's rocking the man bun this afternoon.
They want to make sure that they have the smallest amount of time possible to take this last second shot.
Shot is up, and it's going to rim out. So at the end of the first quarter, Bearcats lead at 9-6. We'll be right back on Ritter. Welcome back inside Bearcat Arena here in Brookland, Arkansas, as the Bearcats have a 9-6 lead over the Billies from Monticello to start out this game. And Jackson, what did you see in that first quarter to lend you a fortune into the crystal ball as we move forward to the next 3 quarters?
The Brookland Bearcats have seemed extremely unselfish in this game. They've distributed the ball very well, and they're not afraid to play as a unit rather than individuals. And so far it led to the lead in the first quarter.
An early turnover here, but we're going to have another charge call. That's number 3 in the contest. Taking the charge is number 20. That's Braden Smith. That's the second charge that he's taken so far in this contest.
Monticello showing that they're not afraid to be just as aggressive as Brookland was earlier.
Coach Gross just pulled Jackson Ballard over here to have a talk with him after that last possession. They were setting up the offense, and that pass went into the backcourt, which led to that transition. Fortunately for the Bearcats, it didn't lead to any points as they now set up their offense again. Shot rimmed out, rebound by Trent Napier. And the Billies move the ball up the court for their first full possession of this second quarter. Pressure at the timeline. And the 5-second call is distributed. That goes against number 21, Deswan Lambert. Great pressure there by the Bearcat defense. It appears that Coach Scher is going to call his second timeout of the first half. It's going to be a 30-second timeout, so we're going to keep it right here. I mean, as we were saying earlier, Jackson, the Brookland Bearcats last year was the first season since 2011 that they've had a losing record. And I know that Coach Gross said before the game that he wants to get back to those winning ways, but something with a young team looking over their roster that they've got a lot of proving to do as the season starts out here.
But when you look at that roster, you realize just how young it really is. There's only 4 seniors on the roster, meaning that a lot of these guys, these underclassmen, are having to take leadership roles.
Absolutely, and we saw that with the starting lineup that came out there today. We had 3 sophomores and 2 juniors take the starting 5 for Brookland. But with that young legs comes a lot of enthusiasm, and they've been very busy on the defensive end here at the early start of this game. Something else I've been really surprised at is the size of Trent Napier. He's 6'6", and the big man for the Bearcats. He's listed as 6'2", but they've done a pretty good job of handling him down low so far.
They've definitely made sure to limit him so far early in this game.
Half gets the steal, takes down the court, and he gets fouled. The foul is going to go against Yarbrough. So far, you can definitely sell the pace of this game. Coach Gross has lit a fire under Braxton Half, and he's come out with a lot of intensity. It's his junior year, and he's got a lot to prove as he's trying to get his team back into a winning mindset. First free throw goes up, and it's good. And the second one is up, and it is good as well. So just like that, Bearcats extend their lead to 5 as they take an 11-6 lead over the Billies with around 6 minutes to go in the second quarter. The Billies have got into their offense. Ball's at the near side, dribbled up to the top of the key. Kick pass across the court to Pippin. He's got the ball now. Pass down low, shot goes up. It's blocked underneath by Half. Taking the shot was Yarbrough. But just like that, the Bearcats turn it right back over to the Billies as they transition. And let me tell you something, Coach Gross is not happy about that one. When you have an opportunity like that and you're not able to execute it, it's very frustrating.
But this Brookland defense is nothing to scoff at. They've made Monticello look pretty sloppy.
And we can credit that to a couple things here in the early going. I mean, you've got a team that you're trying to figure out your legs, you're trying to figure out your dynamic, and this is the first or second contest of the year that is actually full speed as the turnover is given to Strode, and he's able to take it coast to coast for the uncontested layup, and now the lead is extended to 7. And he tries to do it again, and he just does that. This layup may be contested, but he's going to take it in either way. Pump fake. The defender goes over his head. Ball's going to stay on the left side of the court. Once again, he's anticipating that pass and was able to get enough on it to intercept it. The pass before, he was able to go in there and just grab it and go, but
we saw coach's frustration early, but those 2 steals back-to-back sure made him happier on the sidelines.
Yeah, absolutely. This is Brookland's third game of the year, so they're starting to figure out, whereas last night the game against Marion when Monticello lost in overtime, that was their first contest of the season. Coach Gross here on the near side was trying to call a timeout. Looks like 5-second call was administered before that, so it's going to be a turnover on the inbounds play. Billy's have the ball, travel side on the far side. That's going to go against your ball.
From the sidelines to the players on the court, Brookland showing a lot of heart and a lot of emotion early on.
I know a couple times I've seen that Braxton Half has looked over and he's raised his hand. I'm not sure if he's asking to come out of the game because he's winded or if he's recommending a certain play call. He's yet to come out of the game here in the second quarter, so we'll see. As another turnover here on the near side by the Bearcats, and it seems like the Billy defense is starting to get to them this second quarter.
Trying to change their fortune.
Uncontested layup is good, and Coach Gross is going to take a timeout, and we're going to take it with him with 4:12 left to go in the second quarter. Bearcats up 13-8.
The holiday season on Tubetown. Hubbard and Hope Furniture present live coverage of the 2017 Greater Blytheville Area Chamber of Commerce Christmas Parade. Tune in December 7th at 6:30 p.m. and watch the parade live on Tubetown Channel 21 or on the Tubetown Facebook page. Don't miss the exclusive coverage of the 2017 Greater Blytheville Area Chamber of Commerce Christmas Parade presented by Hubbard and Hope Furniture and sponsored in part by these local businesses. Kick off the holiday season on Tubetown. Hubbard and Hope Furniture present live coverage.
Welcome back inside Bearcat Arena here in Brookland, Arkansas. This is day 2 of the Honda of Jonesboro Invitational. The Brookland Bearcats have a 13-8 lead on the Billies from Monticello, as we've seen early frustration here from both head coaches, one being turnovers and one just being a lack of communication.
Something that's really been flowing for this game on both sides is the defense. We've seen multiple good efforts from both sides.
Three-pointer goes up near side. That's Braxton Half with the three-pointer. He's going to extend the lead to 8 for the Bearcats here with 3:50 to go in the second quarter. Billy's looking to respond. They've got the ball near side. Back out to the top of the key. Trying to set up a play there in the soft spot, but it falls apart. That ball hit nothing but air. The ball's scrambled loose on the court. We're going to get a foul called on the floor. That's going to be the first foul on 33 Braxton Half. It's going to be on the floor, so Billies are going to have a chance to set up and play under the basket, but that's not going to be before number 12 Fenimore and number 20 Braden Smith enter the game. That's the second or third time we've seen that a pass really wasn't intended for anybody, or at least a 5-second or close to a 5-second call on the inbound play. Billy's looking to set up their offense. Really haven't had much go of it so far. An off-balance shot goes up no good, but the offensive rebound is brought down by number 33, Washington. And just like that, the Billies break the scoring drought that has gone on for most of the second quarter, narrowing the lead down to 6.
They've currently only put up 4 points in the second quarter, trying to change that fortune.
Turnover again on the Bearcats, so Billies will have possession. And as Coach Gross would say, that he's got 2 point guards in there, and neither one of them can pass the ball. Not sure if you could hear that through our headsets, but he's been very animated here in the early goings as that ball is knocked out of bounds. It was initially blocked, but trying to regain the ball was Robinson, and he unintentionally deflected it right out.
Well, referring back to coach, sometimes whenever they're doing that, that's to light the fire under those players, because we're seeing the tides kind of turn towards Monticello. We want to make sure that they stay on their feet and ready for the action.
Come on, Jack! Come on, Jack! Click it!
Bearcats setting up their offense. It's multiple times this contest that we've seen them come down the floor and get about 10 passes into it. Layup inside, goes up and good. That's Fenimore. That's going to be 5 points for him, and then Braxton Half has 8 on the contest. They combine for 13 of the 18 points that the Bearcats have so far. Going up and good right there. That's Washington, and he's going to grab some of his own as that's his first points of the contest. Back to a 6-point lead for the Bearcats.
Come on, Douglas! Here he is! Get it! Click it! Move! Oh!
Back out to the top of the key, near side. Billy's trip over themselves.
Nice move!
Nice move right there by number 34. That's Ballard as he came in and gave a nice head fake to get the defender up in the air, but he wasn't able to convert. And a loose ball foul right there on number 33. That's Braxton Half. You have to be smarter than that in that situation, and giving up a silly foul like that. That's going to be his second. Billy's with the ball now after the inbound. They're near side. That's Wood with the ball right now. Excuse me, Robinson. He goes up with a shot, and he converts that. That's Robinson. That's his 6th point of the contest as we get under a minute now to go in the first half, and the Billies have cut the lead down to 4.
Braxton, break! Lead goal!
Ball out at the top of the key. Harrell with it now. He passes it back out to Half, and he switches it over to the far side. Fenimore passes it back out to the top of the key.
Lead goal, one shot!
Looks like they're going to hold for one shot here. You would think that they're going to try to get the ball to Half as he's on the near side right now, and he's cutting towards the top of the key. Three-pointer goes up. No good. 2 offensive rebounders there, and they're going to say they keep possession. I know Coach Scherer's not happy with that. He doesn't understand how 2 Bearcats can be around it and 1 Billy, and somehow the Bearcats get possession with 0.9 seconds left to go in the first half.
But credit to Monticello, the second quarter they've looked a lot more inspired and more into the game than they had previously.
Now the inbound pass came in. Jackson Ballard was able to get the ball in his hands and out to get a shot off with 0.9 seconds left to go. Washington's going to be charged with the foul, so he'll get 2 free throws to end the first half. First one goes up, and it is no good. So, with the second free throw here, Ballard shoots that one, and it's up and good. So, at the half, Bearcats 19, Billies 14. We'll be right back at Bearcat Arena.
With so many great mega services available from Ritter Communications, it's hard to pick just one. Save a bundle with bundled services. Talk as much as you want, when you want, with unlimited long distance. Get the speed you need with up to 15, 30, 50, and even 100 megabits per second internet. Enjoy online bill pay and protect all your online data and devices with Tech Home and Guardware. With so many choices, options, and savings from Ritter, all you can say is, wow! Mega services, mega savings. That's Mega Ritter.
Introducing Ritter's new whole home DVR solution, the better way to watch TV. Record up to 6 of your favorite programs at the same time. And watch them in up to 5 different rooms throughout your home. Manage your recordings, set parental controls, and more from your smartphone or tablet from the free Follow Me TV app. The best part, equipment starts at only $25 per month when added to an existing TV package. We just revolutionized the way you watch TV. Ritter Communications, right by you.
For your smartphones, tablets, phablets. For the browsers you carry in your trousers. Wowzers! For your big screens and small screens, short screens and tall screens, get speed that screams. From the top of your desk to the palm of your hand, it's the fastest internet speed in the land.
There's no end to your online possibilities with up to 100 meg internet speeds. If you're not getting your internet from Ritter, you should. Call 888-336-4466 today. Ritter Communications, right by you.
Until you've seen how fast it really is, some people's reaction to Ritter's 100 megabit internet might be like, 100 mega, huh? Here's how we describe it. Mega beautiful, mega fast, mega blast, mega party, mega Ritter. There's no end to your online possibilities with up to 100 meg internet speeds. In a word, that means mega fun. If you're not getting your high-speed internet from Ritter, you should. Call 888-336-4466 today. Only from Ritter Communications, right by you.
With so many great mega services available from Ritter Communications, it's hard to pick just one. Save a bundle with bundled services. Talk as much as you want, when you want, with unlimited long distance. Get the speed you need with up to 15, 30, 50, and even 100 megabits per second internet. Enjoy online bill pay and protect all your online data and devices with Tech Home and Guardware. With so many choices, options, and savings from Ritter, all you can say is, wow! Mega services, mega savings. That's Mega Ritter.
Introducing Ritter's new whole home DVR solution, the better way to watch TV. Record up to 6 of your favorite programs at the same time. And watch them in up to 5 different rooms throughout your home. Manage your recordings, set parental controls, and more from your smartphone or tablet from the free Follow Me TV app. The best part, equipment starts at only $25 per month when added to an existing TV package. We just revolutionized the way you watch TV. Ritter Communications, right by you.
For your smartphones, tablets, phablets. For the browsers you carry in your trousers. Wowzers! For your big screens and small screens, short screens and tall screens, get speed that screams. From the top of your desk to the palm of your hand, it's the fastest internet speed in the land.
There's no end to your online possibilities with up to 100 meg internet speeds. If you're not getting your internet from Ritter, you should. Call 888-336-4466 today. Ritter Communications, right by you.
Until you've seen how fast it really is, some people's reaction to Ritter's 100 megabit internet might be like, 100 mega, huh? Here's how we describe it. Mega beautiful, mega fast, mega blast, mega party, mega Ritter. There's no end to your online possibilities with up to 100 meg internet speeds. In a word, that means mega fun. If you're not getting your high-speed internet from Ritter, you should. Call 888-336-4466 today. Only from Ritter Communications, right by you.
With so many great mega services available from Ritter Communications, it's hard to pick just one. Save a bundle with bundled services. Talk as much as you want, when you want, with unlimited long distance. Get the speed you need with up to 15, 30, 50, and even 100 megabits per second internet. Enjoy online bill pay and protect all your online data and devices with Tech Home and Guardware. With so many choices, options, and savings from Ritter, all you can say is, wow! Mega services, mega savings. That's Mega Ritter.
Introducing Ritter's new whole home DVR solution, the better way to watch TV. Record up to 6 of your favorite programs at the same time. And watch them in up to 5 different rooms throughout your home. Manage your recordings, set parental controls, and more from your smartphone or tablet from the free Follow Me TV app. The best part, equipment starts at only $25 per month when added to an existing TV package. We just revolutionized the way you watch TV. Ritter Communications, right by you.
For your smartphones, tablets, phablets. For the browsers you carry in your trousers. Wowzers! For your big screens and small screens, short screens and tall screens, get speed that screams. From the top of your desk to the palm of your hand, it's the fastest internet speed in the land.
There's no end to your online possibilities with up to 100 meg internet speeds. If you're not getting your internet from Ritter, you should. Call 888-336-4466 today. Ritter Communications. Right by you.
Until you've seen how fast it really is, some people's reaction to Ritter's 100 megabit internet might be like, 100 mega, huh? Here's how we describe it. Mega beautiful, mega fast, mega blast, mega party, mega Ritter. There's no end to your online possibilities with up to 100 meg internet speeds. In a word, that means mega fun. If you're not getting your high-speed internet from Ritter, you should. Call 888-336-4466 today. Only from Ritter Communications. Right by you.
With so many great mega services available from Ritter Communications, it's hard to pick just one. Save a bundle with bundled services. Talk as much as you want, when you want, with unlimited long distance. Get the speed you need with up to 15, 30, 50, and even 100 megabits per second internet. Enjoy online bill pay and protect all your online data and devices with Tech Home and Guardware. With so many choices, options, and savings from Ritter, all you can say is, wow! Mega services, mega savings. That's Mega Ritter.
Introducing Ritter's new whole home DVR solution, the better way to watch TV. Record up to 6 of your favorite programs at the same time and watch them in up to 5 different rooms throughout your home. Manage your recordings, set parental controls, and more from your smartphone or tablet from the free Follow Me TV app. The best part, equipment starts at only $25 per month when added to an existing TV package. We just revolutionized the way you watch TV. Ritter Communications, right by you.
For your smartphones, tablets, phablets. For the browsers you carry in your trousers. Wowzers! For your big screens and small screens, short screens and tall screens, get speed that screams. From the top of your desk to the palm of your hand, it's the fastest internet speed in the land.
There's no end to your online possibilities with up to 100 meg internet speeds. If you're not getting your internet from Ritter, you should. Call 888-336-4466 today. Ritter Communications. Right by you.
Until you've seen how fast it really is, some people's reaction to Ritter's 100 megabit internet might be like, 100 mega, huh? Here's how we describe it. Mega beautiful, mega fast, mega blast, mega party, mega Ritter. There's no end to your online possibilities with up to 100 meg internet speeds. In a word, that means mega fun. If you're not getting your high-speed internet from Ritter, you should. Call 888-336-4466 today. Only from Ritter Communications. Right by you.
Welcome inside Bearcat Arena for second half action as the Bearcats of Brookland have a 19-14 lead over the Billies from Monticello. My name is Ryan Short. I'm joined alongside Jackson McCarty. And Jackson, that first half we saw some streaks, we saw some up and downs, but for the most part the Bearcats were able to handle it. What all did you see going into that first 16 minutes?
Well, for Monticello, I think that a lot of unnecessary offensive issues. The 3 charging calls we saw, the back-to-back steals that we mentioned, those are just turnovers that you need to eliminate. You need to take them into the huddle and say, listen, you need to slow it down. If you're not feeling comfortable with it, get it out of your hands. You don't need to have it. They need to work past that. But Brookland, overall, they've been pretty stout on defense. They've given them a reason to have to work around them. And they've done a really good job of taking out big man that we mentioned earlier, Trent Napier, pretty much out of this whole contest. So.
Speaking of scoring for the first half, leading the Bearcats is going to be number 33, as we mentioned earlier. That's Braxton Half, the 5'11 junior. He's led scoring for the Bearcats, but for the Billies, leading scoring for them is going to be number 15, Trey Robinson. And I don't want to necessarily disregard what he's done, but most of his points of what we would call trash buckets, just stuff around the basket, getting rebounds and putting them back up. So no one necessarily for the Billies has stepped up here in the early going and really been an eye-opener for us. As we mentioned in the pregame, we expected to see a pretty hard-fought battle here, especially off the loss that Monticello had last night in overtime, an 83-78 victory huge scoring on both teams. I don't think we're going to necessarily be in store for something like that this evening, but Billies are going to come out and they're going to have the first possession of this second half. And let's see what halftime adjustments or what Coach Scher told his team. Well, it must have not resulted in much because the turnover is given right at the baseline, and the Bearcats come out and they're going to set up their offense.
This game has been very defensive-minded early on, and you saw that in the first possession of the second half.
Bearcats getting into their offense. Now ball at the top of the key. Kicked out far side, and that three-pointer is up and good. That's going to be Braxton Half once again. He's going to add to his scoring total to 11. He now accounts for half of the Bearcat points. He scored 11 of the 22 that they have on the board. Billies with the ball now. Kick the ball far side. Looking to set up something inside there with Napier, but they've got him double teamed. One fronting, one in the back. Shot goes up. That's no good. Half with it, and Coach Gross is standing right here in front of us, and he's telling them to slow it down. They've got I would call it a significant lead. They've held the lead for all of the game up to this point, and they're going to get into their offense and try to work into a good shot.
They're comfortable, and they get to do whatever they really want with the ball. They get to make this defense work around them. They don't have to work from the comeback.
Ball's tipped over there on the far side by A.J. Davis. That was another clean open shot opportunity for Half, but it was deflected. Napier's trying to post up inside once again.
That's the switch. That's the switch. Come on.
Three-pointer goes up. It's no good. A little rushed right there.
Go get the ball. Right now.
And despite the high point total, Coach does not seem too happy with Braxton Half trying to take it up the court the past few times.
Yeah, he's definitely wanting them to slow it down and get into their offense. As we've seen the last couple of possessions, as he shoots up another three, it's going to rim out. But we've seen them sort of overload one side, do back screens at the elbow, and then sort of kick. It's been Half up to this point. Napier, that's what we were expecting to see most of this game. We were expecting to see Napier use his size, get above Ballard. He's got a 4-inch height difference on him, and just basically throw it right into the basket.
And that's the kind of player you just need to back down the defenders and just lay it in over them. But the Brookland Bearcats have done really good about taking that position out.
That's his fourth point of the contest. As you get to take a nice look at our baseline camera there. Beautiful action. Trying to give you a new and interesting perspective of the game. Stolen at the top of the key. Billies are going to slow it down.
Kind of took a page out of Brookland's book early on, just getting that easy steal.
You can tell right there that was something that definitely Coach Scher had talked to his kids about before the second half, that they needed to slow down. We saw a lot of opportunities get spoiled away by trying to press it when they didn't necessarily have the numbers right there. They got the steal and they were able to get the turnover, but the pass from Napier goes off the back of one of his players and rolls out of bounds. So
wasted the opportunity, and that's something that we mentioned, offensive just unnecessary turnovers. They have to limit them.
Fenimore brought it up the court. Thompson had it. He passed it back over to Fenimore. Top of the key. Three-pointer goes up. It's going to bank off the side of the rim. Shooting that was Braden Smith, a 6'4 junior. We're going to have a timeout for the Monticello Billies. We're going to take it with them with the score 22-16 here in the third quarter.
Kick off the holiday season on Tubetown. Hubbard and Hope Furniture present live coverage of the 2017 Greater Blytheville Area Chamber of Commerce Christmas Parade. Tune in December 7th at 6:30 p.m. and watch the parade live on Tubetown Channel 21 or on the Tubetown Facebook page. Don't miss the exclusive coverage of the 2017 Greater Blytheville Area Chamber of Commerce Christmas Parade, presented by Hubbard and Hope Furniture and sponsored in part by these local businesses.
Welcome back inside Bearcat Arena as we are in the third quarter of this contest. The Bearcats are leading 22-16 over the Billies, and something we were talking about during the break is this is definitely an early point in the season where Coach Gross and Coach Scher are trying to figure out his ball clubs. Their football teams, the Monticello Billies, they lost last week to Nashville 47-7 in the first round of their district or playoffs, whatever you like prefer to call them. And then this year, the Brookland Bearcats football team on their, I wouldn't call it necessarily new, but very clean turf field that they have just east of the new basketball facility here. They went 5-5 in the regular season and failed to make any type of playoffs as the shot goes up there by Strickland.
Brookland trying to upgrade all their facilities, not just one as we've seen on the very, very nice and new basketball court tonight.
Absolutely. We've got some of the Brookland faithful came out to watch the early contest. I don't know if when the people who drew up the bracket necessarily anticipated them dropping the first round game to win and then having to play the early matchup on day 2 or day 3. Ideally, your team wins, and they were set up to play the primetime game the next 3 days, but unfortunately they dropped that game to win 45-33, and Coach Gross is going to take a timeout. We're going to keep it right here during this timeout. And
the best thing Brookland can hope for at this point is to win the other side of the bracket and make sure that this tournament still remains home field and make the best out of the situation so far.
Something we had elaborated on a little bit earlier in the game was the history between Monticello and Brookland. And if you're watching us on Facebook at Tubetown Online, or if you're watching on Channel 21 in Arkansas or Channel 11 in West Tennessee, we were talking earlier about, we know the history of these coaches. Obviously, Coach Sherry has been in Monticello for over 30 years, and he's had a habit of winning, if you'd like to say, the last few years. But that didn't come without some spoils to Brookland. You know, back in 2013 when Brookland won the state championship, that was against Monticello in the finals, and then the following year, Monticello returned the favor, and they took it all the way as Braxton Half scores another point under the basket, making 13 so far in the contest.
Don't get too far in the gap. You're good. Go for it. More. Over. Heads. Switch it. Run him. Run him. Run help.
Shot goes up, and it's going to be no good. Robinson, kick out 3 is going to be good. A.J. Davis from the corner, and he's cut the lead down to 3 for the Bearcats. There's about 3:20 to go left in the third quarter. As soon as we think the Bearcats are going to put a couple of possessions together and make a substantial lead on the Billies, they just seem to march back in and just make it just close enough that they can keep knocking on the door.
We talked about how they could play comfortably for the moment earlier, but they've lost that lead at this point, and they need to keep their heads up and get back to that aggressive way that they were earlier.
Offensive rebound there by Trent Napier, and the shot goes up. It's no good. Bearcats are going to try to get them in transition. Full court pass. Goaltending call by Napier. He's not happy with it, but I'm going to say he doesn't have an argument there. It appeared that the ball had hit off the glass, as you see it right here on the replay. Shot goes up, and of course it had hit the backboard before, and to his dismay, he wasn't happy with it, but Keenan Strode had already had a chance at making it.
He just has to take that in stride and move on with the play.
He needs to be grateful that he's 6'6" and that he was able to jump that high. It's hard for me to even look that far at this age.
I guess there's a reason he's on the court and that we're on the side.
That's an excellent point, and I completely agree with you. Bearcats get back into their offense. Ball's at the top of the key, switched over. Three-pointer goes up, the bench raises, and they're pumped up here in Bearcat Arena is number 3, Keenan Strode. The 5'9" freshman knocks down the 3. How about a ninth grader coming off the bench and making some sort of an impact here?
Well, not only that, but did you see how much time he had? He got to sit there, breathe, have a little snack before, and then take the shot.
Hey, but the Billies are knocking right back on the doors. The and one's converted on the other end by Trey Robinson. What turned into an overjoyous Coach Gross is now very, very upset talking to his young team. Over here talking to one of his juniors, Douglas Fenimore, and then, of course, the person who just made the 3, Keenan Strode, and talking about how it's okay to celebrate here for a moment after you hit a 3, but you got to get back on defense. Free throws rimmed in and out, but it's offensive rebound chased down over there on the near side by A.J. Davis. They're going to keep possession. Sharon, they're trying to set up the offense. He's not happy on that near side. He's trying to make a case for his player to be pushed out of bounds. We didn't really have a good vantage point from where we were at to see what exactly took place over there, but the call is going to be that he was out of bounds, and it's going to be Bearcat possession.
We'll just have to trust the referee's call.
They're always right. So here come the Bearcats. They're up 29-23 with 1:40 to go in the third quarter. High screen set, rolling back to the basket. Popping up tight, it's half. He passes it to the near side. That's Riley Newton, 5'5" sophomore. Turnover at the top of the key. Layups go. He's out of control. 2 attempts there under the basket, and that's very frustrating. A.J. Davis was the one that got the steal and led the fast break, and I don't know if he was out of control or he was going too fast. His legs and arms were moving faster than his head could, but they're unable to convert on what seemed like a pretty set-in-stone opportunity.
And Jackson Ballard stayed with him after the turnover, made sure that nothing was going to come easy for him.
Another pass deflected right there. Good hustle by Pippin to knock that ball out of bounds. Right now we see in the Bearcat offense, they're making really long passes, which is resulting in some of those turnovers.
Somebody we mentioned at the beginning of the quarter, Braxton Half, has kind of been taken out of this game so far, or out of the quarter, excuse me, because this defense has finally picked up to what he's doing and they're slowing him down.
Yeah, we saw him convert that early three-pointer, but not much since a couple shots that have rimmed out. But he's got the ball at the top of the key. He passes to the right. A long three goes in by Riley Newton. He's listed at 5'5". I would give him 5'2" all day. That young man, he's giving pressure defense, and let me tell you, he's on this near side right now, and he just he fluffed his chest a little bit, letting everybody know what he's made of.
Yeah, it's long for one of the bigger guys on the team, let alone him.
He is certainly feeling it right now with a newfound confidence. The sophomore is lit a fire under this Bearcat offense, and they're probably going to hold until the last second as the clock is under 10 now.
But I definitely say that confidence is warranted after that shot.
Absolutely. Half with it now. Looking for an isolation, drives. Shot goes up. No good. No foul call. 2 offensive rebounds, and he puts it back in, and the shot will count at the end of the third quarter. Braxton Half. Look at that young man go. 34-23 Bearcats. We'll be back right after this.
Introducing Ritter Home Security. Ritter takes care of protecting what's most important to you, from threats like unwelcome visitors and fire, to making your life easier by putting the control of your home at your fingertips. Use the free app to shut the garage, lock the door, turn off lights, arm the system, and more. You can even turn back the thermostat to help save money on your energy bill. Plus, get a snapshot when your kids get home. It's smart, beautiful, convenient, and ready for your busy life. Ritter Home Security.
Look at here. First shot goes up, offensive rebound. Second offensive rebound, shot goes in before the clock expired. Huge momentum shift in the last 90 seconds of that third quarter as the Bearcats took a 34-23 lead. They've now extended it to double digits on the day. Half has 15. He's got 2 fouls, so we're not worried about foul trouble. Leading scorer for the Billies is going to be number 15. That's Trey Robinson. He's got 8 of his own. But going into the fourth quarter here, Jackson, what do you expect to see so that these two teams can finish out this ball game?
I expect to see Brookland keep it slow because obviously we're seeing that 11-point lead. We're going to see that taken advantage of. We're not going to see them take any shots if they don't feel like they have to, because in the end of the day, Monticello's got a lot of ground to cover in this time.
Bearcats have the ball now. They've held it for a good 20 seconds on their side of the court. Looking to run the offense. This used to be an old game we used to play on the sideline as you'd count the passes and see how many, and coach would in practice would make you say count 10 passes before you take a shot. Well, a contested shot gets blocked under the basket there. Going to be taking it up the court of the Billies. Strickland's got the ball now. Screen comes high. Strickland with the three-pointer up. It's going to rim out. Half comes with it. He's going to lead the break. Great pass forward from number 2, Riley Newton. Smith with the conversion, and with that, the Bearcats are now up 13.
In the limited sample size we've seen of Riley Newton, he's really changed the game, making that deep three like we saw, that great assist.
I've been impressed with that young man so far as well.
He's definitely been worth bringing off the bench.
Billy's now with the desperation three. Shot goes up, and the three is going to be no good, but it's going to be followed up by Terrence Washington, the 6'1 junior, that he's going to get his first points of the contest. And just like that, the lead's cut to 11. I think that's something that we're going to see here pretty often, is that the Billies are going to start taking long shots, and long shots result in long rebounds. So we'll see if the Bearcats can box out and seal up this victory, because currently they've got an 11-point lead with 6 minutes to go in the contest.
But boxing out is going to be a whole lot more simple right now because Monticello does not have Trent Napier out on the court.
But him with a host of other Billies and Bobcats are at the scorer's table waiting for the next offensive play to be checked in. Pass inside is going to be deflected by number 2. That's going to be Ryan Lambert that knocks out of bounds. And as we said a second ago, all those substitutions coming in, Bearcats are going to get 4 new players on the court. Billy's substituting in 2. One of those, as we said, is Trent Napier. So at this point, he's been relatively quiet on the offensive end. Defensively, he's had his presence inside. Going down is number 20 on the near side. That's going to be Braden Smith. They're going to call a foul on the far side, but he went down hard. What we're going to do is we're going to take a short timeout, and we're going to check on Braden Smith, and we'll be right back to you here in just a moment on Ritter.
Until you've seen how fast it really is, some people's reaction to Ritter's 100 megabit internet might be like, 100 mega, huh? Here's how we describe it. Mega beautiful, mega fast, mega blast, mega party, mega Ritter. There's no end to your online possibilities with up to 100 meg internet speeds. In a word, that means mega fun. If you're not getting your high-speed internet from Ritter, you should. Call 888-336-4466 today. Only from Ritter Communications, right by you.
We're back at Bearcat Arena. The injured player on that play was number 20, Braden Smith, the 6'4 junior. He went up for that shot down under the basket, and when he landed, he sort of got undercut. He was holding the back of his head, but he went off on his own power. One of the personnel from the Bearcat teams over there taking a look at him right now, and substituting for him is going to be number 3, Keenan Smith, and he's going to be at the top of that 2-3 defense that the Bearcats are now putting on the Billies. They're sort of crowding the paint and suffocating them inside, trying to result as few points as possible here in the last few minutes. But as an and one goes up, shooting on the play with Shannon Strickland. He's the 6'2 sophomore for the Billies. He's converted 2 points. He's cut the lead down to 9, and now he's going to try to convert to the 3-point play.
But referring back to Braden Smith's injury, I doubt that that's a very serious case, but with the little amount of time we have left and the big lead, I bet that's the end of his match.
Go get it, Drew!
One of those things that it's always better to live to see another day than try to push something right now, even though that his Bearcats now they've dropped the lead to 8 here with a little over 5 minutes to go left in the contest. Bearcats have the ball. Ball on the far side, trying to work the offense, but it's stolen right here in front of us. Going in transition is the Billies. They're stripped on the far side. Great defensive effort there by Fenimore. He was able to strip Shannon Strickland, and just like that, Coach Gross says he's seen enough, and he's going to put his racehorse Braxton Half back in to finish out this ball game. He's given him a breather.
Sit down.
He's going to be back on the court with his 15 points, and he's going to try to propel the Bearcats into this last few to victory.
And if Monticello starts pushing this lead back more, they're going to need that leading scorer on the court.
Ball goes off the hand of Napier. They're trying to get it to him inside. It looks like it was just off the side of the hand. Substitutions coming in, and it's good to see number 20, Braden Smith, is back in the ball game. That was the young man that had went down a second ago, but he's back on the court. Half is going to bring it up. They're going to lead his team down the court. The 5'11 junior setting up the offense. Smith penetrates. He kicks back out, and they're going to call a travel. What could have been an exaggerated jump step turns into a turnover. Now the Billies have it. With 4.5 to go left in the contest. They're still down 8. They started out the end of the third quarter and the first of the fourth quarter with a pretty consistent scoring drive. And here in the last little going, scoring has kind of ceased a little bit on both sides. But the shot goes up on the far side. That one's going to rim out as well. Rebound's brought down by number 10, Tyler Harrell. Gross is wanting his team to get back into their offense and slow down. Harrell with it now. He passes it. Ball's transition over. Back to the top of the key. A lot of movement here from the Bearcats. Running their offense. Not much penetration, just passing, getting open. Turnover there by Braden Smith, and the Billies have a chance to cut the lead once again as the three goes up, and it's no good. Strickland's in disbelief that one couldn't go in. He's a young man that we came out and during warm-ups. He seemed to be very confident with his shot, and he was very comfortable. But just like that, shot goes in and out. Foul's going to be called on number 33, Terrence Washington.
Which looks like that confidence was not for good reason at that play.
Hey, 4 high. Hey, no, head pass.
Bearcats with the ball. Looked like they were trying to set up their offense, and one of the Bearcats' offensive personnel, I think it was Fenimore, went on a backdoor cut and really wasn't being expected by half, so he kind of did a lob pass, but luckily it was deflected by a Billy defender to go out of bounds, so the Bearcats will remain possession. 3 minutes to go left in the contest. Still running their offense with no really hesitancy right now.
And despite this big lead, they want to make sure that Monticello can't use too much of this clock.
They've now kept possession for a solid 30 seconds. Still passing, looking for the best possible shot. And at some point, you would think that Monticello would start to foul, but right now they've only got 2 team fouls, so it's going to be a long way till they get the Bearcats into the bonus. You usually don't see this, but I guess like we had mentioned earlier in college and professional basketball, you have a shot clock that sort of presses the issue. With this, the Bearcats can run this offense as long as they would like. Now it's been over a minute that they've been running their offense on this side of the floor.
They could run this game just till the end of it if they have to.
And there it is, the first foul. That's going to be on number 5. That's Pippin. So now that the Bearcats are out of their momentum of that offense, it appears that the Billies are going to take a timeout, and we're going to take it with them here. 36-28 in the fourth quarter.
For your smartphones, tablets, phablets. For the browsers you carry in your trousers. Wowzers! For your big screens and small screens, short screens and tall screens, get speed that screams. From the top of your desk to the palm of your hand, it's the fastest internet speed in the land.
There's no end to your online possibilities with up to 100 meg internet speeds. If you're not getting your internet from Ritter, you should. Call 888-336-4466 today. Ritter Communications. Right by you.
We're back inside Bearcat Arena here in Brookland, Arkansas, as the Bearcats have a 36-28 lead over the Billies from Monticello. This is our first contest of 4 this afternoon, as it's day 2 of the Honda of Jonesboro Invitational. Last night, Brookland dropped their first game to win, leading them to the 4 p.m. matchup today, and Monticello lost a heartbreaker to Marion in overtime, 83-78. And right now they're in a tough contest, as we just saw the Bearcats run off about 2 minutes on the clock running their offense on just simply passing and cutting and moving around. And the Billies eventually administered a foul, which led to the inbound play that we just saw. So the Bearcats are going to have it now as they take it across the timeline, and they are going to jump right back into their offense. And it appears that the Billies have a newfound energy to their defense as they come out. That's going to be a foul right there at the top of the key on Trey Robinson. That's going to be number 4, so we still have a couple to go before we get into the bonus, and I'll be curious to see if the Billies are going to... It appears that they are aware of who the free throw shooters are and aren't, so that last foul was administered on Braden Smith. I'd be interested to see if when he gets the ball again, if they try to foul him again. But at this point in the game, beggars can't be choosers. With just around a minute to go and the Billies are still down 8, the Bearcats have now kept possession for 3 minutes on their side of the court, just basically running out the clock. Foul there on number 20.
And with the limited amount of time, we're most likely seeing Brookland move on to the next stage of this tournament.
Last year, these two teams met up in this same tournament. It was sponsored by someone else, so we'll just say it was the same tournament, and Brookland beat Monticello last year 49-42, so it looks like we may see something similar to that this year, as the Billies are trying to get that foul, and Pippin is going to be charged with that foul. That's going to be his second, but at this point the damage has been done, and the Bearcats have all but wrapped this one up, as we see the two teams getting ready courtside that will be joining us in this next contest. They're starting to come out and get ready to warm up. After this game, we'll have a short intermission, and then we'll be back live on Facebook at www.facebook.com/Tubetown online. That's where you'll be able to find all the action the next 2 days of this Honda of Jonesboro Invitational.
Plays like that you're really going to have to capitalize on if you want to try to, in the last seconds of this game, maybe bring it back.
7th foul here in the second half, so the Bearcats are going to be in the bonus 1-1. Taking the free throws is going to be the man himself, Braxton Half. Sitting here at the scores table, I can see the Jimmy John Sandwiches player of the game, and I would assume after this contest, Mr. Half has now 17 of the 38 Bearcat points. I would assume that is going him, but not too far behind him is a host of other Bearcats, one being number 12, Fenimore, and then also number 20, Braden Smith. So another Billy shot go up, and it's rebounded by the Bearcats, and that's going to end it here at Bearcat Arena. 38-30 is your final as Brookland moves on and Monticello drops their second game of the tournament. We're going to take a short break and we're going to be right back with you to wrap this thing up from Bearcat Arena.
For your smartphones, tablets, phablets. For the browsers you carry in your trousers. Wowzers! For your big screens and small screens, short screens and tall screens, get speed that screams. From the top of your desk to the palm of your hand, it's the fastest internet speed in the land.
There's no end to your online possibilities with up to 100 meg internet speeds. If you're not getting your internet from Ritter, you should. Call 888-336-4466 today. Ritter Communications. Right by you.
Welcome back inside Bearcat Arena as the Brookland Bearcats knock off the Monticello Billies 38-30 in a hard-fought battle between these two teams. Leading scorer for the Bearcats was number 3, Braxton Half with 17. And for the Billies, number 15, Trey Robinson led his team with 8 points. That wraps up game 1 of our 8-game series on the next 2 days here from Bearcat Arena in Brookland, Arkansas for the Honda of Jonesboro Classic. Coming up next, Paragould versus Baptist Prep. For myself and my broadcast partner, Jackson McClarty, we say thank you, and we will see you in a few.